Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1437th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. Good evening, traders. This video coming to you on a Sunday night for trading the Sunday through Monday session. That would be February 22nd, 2016. Before we get into what's here, we must know that futures trading is extremely risky, causes substantial financial loss, is not suitable for all traders. Never trade without stops, traders. The markets have really been volatile lately. Do not attempt this without putting in your risk-reward stops, okay? On to the show. Traders, what do I have? Well, you're looking at right now the Russell 2000 daily bar, and if you ask me, it is building a bull flag. I like it. It's a small bull flag. I think we can pop from it. I think the NASDAQ, the S&P, same thing. Even the Dow Jones Transportation Average, they look like they're building these bull flags and want to rally out. That's what I'm getting from there. So you look at this and you go, Oscar, this does look like a bull flag. This looks pretty nice here. I don't argue with that. It should go higher. The OMNI's pointing up, so I agree with that. But there's something larger going on here that we need to pay attention to, and that's this. You've got to look at something larger. On the daily, if you ask me, yes, that's some sort of a bull flag. On the weekly, you've got something else going on. This is your Dow Jones Industrial Average on the weekly bar. The weekly bar shows it to be in a head and shoulders formation and inside of a big bear flag in the right shoulder, which is quite bearish. So when you look at that daily picture of the Russell, let's go back to the daily and we'll look at that picture. When you look at the daily picture of the Russell, that certainly looks like a nice bull flag. No reason why it shouldn't explode. You got to love the trade. But don't get too happy yet. We are not out of the woods. Omni is buying. We're starting off with the green arrow, but we're not out of the woods. When I see something like what I just showed you on the Dow Jones Industrial Average, I want to see the market get way past this before I go gangbusters bullish, that's for sure. But we will be buying. But this is a pretty big bear flag, and this is a pretty big head and shoulders. So be careful. Don't fall in love with the upside. Just give it a little peck on the cheek while you're trading this evening. So that's what I'm looking at in the Russell, which is the emini S&P, the transportation average, the Russell, the DAX, the NASDAQ, you know, the whole gamut. Then there's gold, traders. Check this one out. This is an interesting one as well. Let's go back to a daily and pull up the gold. In your gold, this looks like some sort of a strange pennant flag, if you ask me. That's what I'm gathering is building here. You know, if you pull it tighter, it might look even better to you. That's some sort of a strange pennant flag above the 200 bar moving average. A nice run up so far. Gold has had a lot of great bids since negative interest rates have taken place, and it's totally understandable. In other countries, not here in the United States, but in European countries, if you've got your money in banks right now, you've got to actually pay. If you're a bank and your money's parked at the European Fed, you've got to pay to keep the money parked. So they're buying some gold. That's one of the reasons why gold's starting to go up. So interesting. There's lots of fundamental reasons, but we don't care about them. The technical picture is this looks like a strange pennant flag. Strange maybe, but this is an art, not a science. It doesn't have to look exact. It just has to sort of look like what it is. So that's what I'm getting from gold. We'll start off buying big dips in gold. Big dips only, but we will buy big dips in gold. And once again, what we looked at in that Russell, green light for buying dips on Monday, Sunday through Monday, but I don't know how far this goes. Let's make sure that this bull flag works out and that the big bear flag I just showed you in the Dow Jones Industrial Average isn't the more powerful thing going on here. So that's my story for this evening for trading Sunday through Monday, February 22nd, 2016. Traders, remember, keep your emotions out of trading One of the best things you can do to help keep your emotions at bay, and I know volatility has been extreme and it's hard to stay calm, but remember, put your stops in first. Put the insurance premium on the car. Put the insurance policy on the car before you drive it off the lot. That is putting in your stop first. And remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things I can tell you to do is to say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening. And you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll traders. I'll see you all at livewithoscar.com.